This is Rat Pack Radio, the internet radio station that brings you everything from the top hits in music.
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
Hey, it's only come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
To Sports Talk Radio.
With the first pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Jared Goff, quarterback, California.
We are here for you, WRPR Rat Pack Radio. Come join the pack. Download the WRP Rat Pack Radio app on Google Play, BlackBerry, and the Apple Store. If you're streaming, you can stream us on TuneIn.com, Web Radio Central, or RatPackSports.com/Rat Pack Radio.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to...
You're listening to the Rat Pack Sports Show live on Rat Pack Radio, WRPR.
It's new, it's fresh, it's a slam dunk.
The Underground, discovering hidden talent worldwide. Playing daily on Rat Pack Radio, WRPR. Come join the pack.
You're listening to Rat Pack Sports Show on WRPR Rat Pack Radio.
Blue, you're my boy! A genius. A man who has a reputation to be the best at what he does.
You see, a man has to realize his limitations. You don't know me, and you don't know what I'm capable of.
That was a heck of an effort.
This house is a prison in the galaxy of this sucks.
You free enough.
This battle is over when I say it is over. I will massacre you.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Are you not entertained?
I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
That's how I roll. Offensive foul!
Hello? You play to win the game.
There's that drive. Way back. It could be.
This is my favorite part coming up right now.
Watch your tongue or have it cut from your head. Save your life.
All right. Rat Pack Sports Show. We are back. We are live Sunday night. Rat Pack Radio, WRPR. Stream it online, ratpacksports.com, and also the Rat Pack Radio WRPR app. We're in the building for another week. Bring you the best there in sports talk and entertainment, and it is again NFL Sunday. We will talk a lot of NFL football training camp. We just had the Hall of Fame ceremonies last night. As a Buccaneer fan, you know, it feels good to have another staple from that 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneer defense in the Hall of Fame. Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, John Lynch were the anchors of the defensive line and linebacking core, and also the secondary. But there was another very important piece to this puzzle, and he was really the guy that made it all work from a coverage standpoint. You know, being able to disguise some things, move the player around, never really showing your hand because he was able to be effective everywhere. And to me, Rondé Barber was probably a top 5 defensive back in the league. Because it wasn't just about his cover skills, even though he was very good in coverage. So a lot of people, held it against him that he played in this Tampa defense because we did have such, good players all around him. And, predominantly we were, in a zone defense. We did play a lot of man. And when we did, Rondé Barber slid down to the slot and played man. But his ability to change games, always be in the right place at the right time, that is film study, that is knowing your responsibility, just having a knack for the football, blitzing the quarterback, interceptions. His stat line, as far as his career stat line, there's not many players that has played the game in the history of the game that has the stat line of a Rondé Barber. He's done some things that not many has done before him. Many has not done it since him. And I'm glad he got his respect because he was a very important piece to that 2002 defense. But not only that, he was a very important piece to the franchise, to the organization, to the community. Just a pro all the way around. You never heard anything from Rondé Barber, out of the locker room. None of the nonsense that you hear from players, the showboating and all of that stuff. Rondé just played football, and he made plays no matter where he was at on the field. So it was good to see him go in, and that'll be 4 players from that defense that are in the Hall of Fame. When are these Buccaneers gonna get the credit they deserve from a standpoint of where you want to rank them from an all-time standpoint? Like, when are you got 4 Hall of Famers? I mean, I'm sure there's other defenses in the that's been around, that's got some Hall of Famers on the defense. But you got 4 Hall of Famers. And every time people start talking about great all-time defenses, we talk about the Steelers and we talk about, the Chicago Bears, the 85 Bears. We talk about the, the Baltimore Ravens. I think the 2000 defense of the Baltimore Ravens. The Minnesota Purple People Eaters and, everything of that. But this is something I've been saying for a long time with the, with the Bucs and what they did historically over such a long time frame. Now, I just named you 4 defenses that they had good runs. They lasted a few years. Some of them might have lasted just that season. But the Buccaneers defense were great. Like, they were finishing top 1, top 2, top 3 in the NFL for like 10 years straight. 10 years straight, the Buccaneers defense finished at the top of the league in a lot of categories and got the job done. But yet, when we talk about all-time defenses, we don't never mention the Buccaneers at the top of that list. I think they need to be at the top of the list. And this is not me, the fan. This is me, the sports junkie, that's just looking at the whole picture and looking at, in my lifetime since I've been watching football, is, the impact that defenses have had over long stretches of time. And there hasn't been a team that has done it that long. A whole decade? A whole decade. I mean, we've had teams that have been steady. They have their up and down years and stuff like that. They never had a down year. This defense was so good, they were only giving up like maybe 17 points a game. And when we were struggling and we were getting bounced out of the playoffs in the first round by the Philadelphia Eagles, I want to say like 3 years in a row, we got to the NFC Championship, lost that to the Rams. I still say that Ricky Pro play, that's not a catch, but whatever, it's done and over with. That team or that defense, all Warren Sapp used to say was just give us 18 points, give us 20 points, and we'll win the game. Give us 17, we'll win the game. That's how dominant they were. They were shutting teams out all around. Like normally you get a good defense. They're great stopping the run. So you neutralize them stopping the run, and then the team throw the ball on you a little bit. Or you got a great pass defense, so you make the team one-dimensional by running. But with the Bucs, passing-wise, you couldn't throw on them. You couldn't throw on them. And the one thing you probably could do was run on them. Not much, but you would have better success than, trying to throw the ball. So, as a fan, watching this, it was crazy how good they were, and it didn't matter. Like, I talk about Sapp, Lynch, Brooks, Barber, but there's more guys, like way more guys, that were excellent role players. They were excellent players at doing what they do to help the team win. Money Kiffin, who was the defensive coordinator. A lot of fans don't think he get enough credit for what he did as a defensive coordinator. Yeah, he should. He should. But Money's best days as a coordinator was with the Bucs. Before the Bucs, I didn't hear much about Money Kiffin. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I was young. I was probably, when Money Kiffin came here with Tony Dungy, that was 95. I was watching football, but I wasn't paying attention that close to know where a lot of the coaches came from and their track records and all of that. But yeah, Money Kiffin deserved a lot of credit. I mean, that was his defense. I'm sure, from the player standpoint, they give Money Kiffin a whole lot of credit. But looking at things, there's another player that I feel like is getting. There's a couple players, on the defensive side of the ball. I'll start there. Actually, I'm gonna give a couple players on the defensive side of the ball, but I'm gonna mention a player that was very important to what we saw over those years. That's not getting love that I think he should deserve from this organization. But first, I'll start off with saying we had, along with Sapp, we had at the time, during his tenure as a NFL player, the most dominant, disruptive pass rusher in the game. His name was Simeon Rice. And Simeon Rice, I'm not sure, I'm not hearing nothing about him, getting, making any moves up the ranks as far as like, the votes needed to be in the hall. I'm not even sure why this guy gets passed up the way he does. Michael Strahan got in. Yeah, Mike Strahan's career was a little bit longer, than Simeon Rice. But from a pass rusher, standpoint, Simeon Rice was better. There was nobody in the league better than Simeon Rice rushing the passer. So why isn't he getting more love for, his impact on the game? I believe he's earned his right to be in the hall, or at least, have some momentum getting in there. I mean, his numbers speak for itself. I don't even have to really make an argument because, his numbers, if you look at his numbers compared to some of the greats, his numbers are better. His numbers are better, but he's not getting the recognition. So we got to change that. I don't know if I could do anything, but we got to get Simeon Rice in there, man. Our media people, our local media, the ones that go to bat for players to get nominations and get the momentum going for certain players to get their gold jackets. We got to make more movement to get Simeon Rice some momentum and get him in there. He deserves to be in there. His numbers speak for itself, and it needs to happen. It needs to happen. So he was one player. This other player that I'm going to get into, very, very, very important to the foundation that was set in place by our veteran of the group who set everything in place for our young defense to thrive and be as great as they were. The leadership, the mentorship, just, teaching these young guns how to be a professional and just play football. He helped set the standard on what Buccaneer football was about. And this particular person, he probably won't make the Hall of Fame, but he should be on them. the Ring of Honor for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I'm not understanding why he isn't. I'm not even understanding why he isn't getting more attention, towards being on the Ring of Honor. So, can somebody explain to me why Hardy Nickerson not getting more love for the Ring of Honor? I'm trying to figure that out. You know, I've said it quite a bit. I've said it quite a few times. I think why is, Hardy Nickerson continuing to get passed up, for the Ring of Honor. I'm not campaigning for him to be a Hall of Fame linebacker. I just want, as a Bucs fan, for him to be acknowledged for what he did here as a Buccaneer. The year Hardy Nickerson left the team was the year we went and played the Rams in the NFC Championship. I'm not saying he would have made a difference, but because that defense in that playoff run was absolutely insane, and you had the greatest show on turf that came in high flying, and everybody was saying how the Buccaneers just didn't have enough. They didn't have enough, weapons. They didn't have enough players to match up with the Rams. We couldn't match up, with their receivers. Our cornerbacks, wasn't as good in coverage, and Kurt Warner this, and Isaac Keem, and Torrey Holt, and who was the other receiver? Isaac Keem, Torrey Holt, and I want to say, who was the other? Who was the other running receiver? I know I'm about to say Jonathan Isaac, but it wasn't him. I'm gonna have to look this up because I don't want to be. I want to be wrong. 1999 Rams. Watch, when I see his name, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, him. Yeah, Marshall Faulk. You had Kurt Warner. You had Isaiah Keem. You had Torrey Holt. Who was the other receiver? It was something Isaac. Oh, Isaac something. Isaac Bruce. He was the other guy. And, we can't win it in that game in straight for 4 quarters. We gave them the game of their life for 4 quarters. And it came down to that freaking Ricky Prohl catch. But they were in the dogfight. The Bucs was fast. I don't think they expected the Bucs defense to be as fast as they were, especially rushing the passer. Kurt Warner didn't have a whole lot of time. We pretty much shut down Marshall Faulk. You shut him down. I mean, you going into the 4th quarter and the score is 6-5. And as a Bucs fan, this is how great the defense was, because at 6-5, as a Bucs fan, we were all sitting there thinking we're gonna win this game 6-5, because we knew you take away the best you take away the number one thing you do well, and that's throw the ball. You're not gonna run the ball on us, not like that. So you had no answers for what they were, what we were doing on the defensive side of the ball. And it took a freaking Hail Mary catch and throw for them to pull that game out. But, you know, Hardy Nickerson wasn't a part of that. I wish he would have been. You know, but we did have, I think it was Jamie Duncan. He was playing middle linebacker, and then you had Shelton Quarles, who was kind of like a, you know, Mr. Everything at the linebacker position. He could play all three spots. So, you know, that's how it went down. And, you know, as a Bucs fan, I think Hardy Nickerson should get a lot more love for his, you know, at least from the organization, man. He's done enough to at least get a Ring of Honor nomination. He should be in the Ring of Honor. That shouldn't even be a debate. Yeah, it shouldn't even be a debate. He should be in the Bucs Ring of Honor. He should have been in a long time ago. You know, at this point, which I would think would be a disrespect and a slap in the face, they'll probably put Brady in before they put Hardy Nickerson in. Or somebody else will go in before, you know, Hardy Nickerson. But I think Hardy Nickerson should be in the Buccaneers Ring of Honor. He should have already been in it. And, you know, I wouldn't have to sit here and talk about it. But that is what it is. So, you know, congratulations to Rondé. Another Buccaneer player that's solidifying, you know, in the Hall of Fame and solidifying our dominance over the 10-year term, the decade that we, you know, did everything but win the Super Bowl. I mean, to be honest, I mean, we should have had more success. We should have been in a few more Super Bowls. Got it in 2003. You know, you go to the NFC Championship a couple of times. You get drugged by the Philadelphia Eagles. And, you know, from there, the rest is history. So that's my little rant. That's my little rant on, you know, the Bucs and, you know, congratulate Rondé Barber for, you know, making the Hall of Fame and just checking everything out. So, what we're going to do now, we're going to take a quick short break. And we're going to come back on the other side. We're going to get into some, you know, NFL stuff. Training camp, and I want to say there was a preseason game today, if I'm not mistaken. So, college football right around the corner. I will also get into a little bit with college football because we're seeing the very end of the Power 5 conference. So, with that being said, we'll be back after these short. Breaks. This is Rat Pack Sports Show. We will be right back. live Sunday night Rat Pack Sports Show. Rat Pack Radio, WRPR, and streaming online, ratpacksports.com, and also on the Rat Pack Radio WRPR app for you Android users. If you're not on Android, iPhone, just download the TuneIn app. You can find us on the TuneIn app. Very easy, process. So, we're back, and we should have William or Sean, one of the two, calling in here in a little bit, and we'll get their opinion on some stuff. But being that it's NFL Sunday, we're gonna talk some more NFL. And see if I can find this link. Where? Hold on. All right, so oh yeah, I got something else I want to get into too, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Let's go to some NFL. So, do we have a preseason game tonight, or is that tomorrow? Oh, they already played. Oh, shoot, that was Thursday. Oh, shoot. Really? Bro, I ain't even heard nothing about this game played on Thursday. What? The Hall of Fame game. See, they be changing the schedule. So the Hall of Fame game used to be played that Sunday after the enshrinement ceremony. That was normally when the Hall of Fame game was played. So you have the enshrinement ceremony on Saturday. They moved the Hall of Fame game to Thursday. The Thursday before. Well, I guess since I hadn't heard much about the game, it's preseason. So, a lot of people ain't really going hey-hum over the preseason. But next week is when everybody gets into the preseason matchup. So you got 2 games on Thursday, and then Friday. Let's see, this the NFL just trying to take advantage of every day. Like, they're stretching these preseason games out like they're in the regular season. And it's like, bruh, it's the preseason. Just put all the games on the same day so everybody got the same amount of work in time and practice time. There's no need for a Thursday night preseason game. Thursday night. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, yeah, I guess they do, but that's just me personally. I don't care about a Thursday night preseason game. See, they already starting it. But Thursday night football used to be the second half of the regular season. And it was games that was pre-selected based on playoff seeding, strength of schedule, competitiveness, and those things. So every Thursday night game you got in the second half of the season, it was a good matchup. So then they said, well, I got a better idea. Let's just make Thursday night every week. And the product itself has suffered. I don't care what anybody say. The product itself has suffered. So, can we just get back to, hey, preseason Saturday nights? You know, we had some Fridays in there, so that's not a big deal. But a Thursday night preseason game, I mean, the more football, the better. I get it. You know, people, you know, they want their football like that. But me personally, it's about safety, you know, of the players. So, to me, it don't matter. You know, you don't need a Thursday night preseason game. So you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So when does my Bucks play? Friday night. Home game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm excited to see, you know, Kyle Trask. I want to see how well he does when the game is meaningful. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, that game, you know, with the Bucks and the Steelers. You know, Mike Tomlin has, you know, he's had a down year, and he's going to want to, you know, rebound from, you know, having such a bad season this past year. Yeah, so we'll get into some of the matchups on Saturday, you know, for the preseason games. I got to go in here, and I got to reactivate the fantasy football leagues and get all those going so we can get them sign-ups going and get everybody squared away. Get this league back up and running. Oh, man. Hold on. What is this? CD. Oh, come on. Hold on. Maybe I need to reset. Forgot. All right, just bear with me here. I'm just trying to get into my ESPN account. Let's see, email. And what is this? What? Rain Pro. All right. 60, 54, 62. All right, so I think, you know, we should just get out of what we've been doing preseason wise and just get back to, you know, what it had been in previous years. I just think it's too much. You know, they're trying so hard to make that, you know, that quick buck. Hold on. Did I activate it? We're in season 4. I guess I should be able to activate this league. It's not letting me do it. Let's see. there it is. Reactivate. Yeah, so I'm gonna reactivate these leagues. And man, we on like season 6 or something. Season 2. We've been doing these leagues for about 5 years, so where do I change the name? The umbrella season. I'm gonna just say 4. 4. So I got one reactivated. Bro, I did save. What the world? Save your current tab. What is going on? I already saved it. Save. Thank you. All right, so now I've got to go and reschedule this draft. Where is it? Reactivate. So I gotta reactivate this league. So ladies and gentlemen, leagues are reactivated. So if people want to, sign up for these, leagues, please just hit us up on Facebook. Just send us a message on Rat Pack Sports, and send us a message on Rat Pack Sports, and just let us know that you're interested. Trying to, see who's all returning from these past leagues, because it's possible we may, depending on the, what's the word I'm looking for? The interest, we may just, add another one. All right, so got them back activated. So we should be good there. Again, like I said, we should have William Graves or Boss Hog or both, calling in here soon. Nicholas Lane is out. He did ask about possibly coming on, but he's busy man, softball champion. So let me see if I can stop this.